to be honest, you know, I never experienced racism in Jamaica all the years I was living there. I say, it didn't even cross my mind. Like, when I was little and when my mother car back, I was driving down the hill and a little girl or a little boy yelled out to me, "White girl!" You know, it just come in like a pet name to me. And to be honest, that's how it always was. And when I get big now, and I have my own car, and I get like a flat tire, and I dip on the side of the road and come out of the car, gone in the trunk, come here, look out, look for the jack. And by the time me open the car back, me just see one or two cars stop, and them offering to help me, and before me know it, two tools and fix up the tire, and me go about the business. And just Jamaican people, they're warm, friendly, and full of joke. And the next thing I remember now too is nobody no go by them name and them birth certificate. Nobody at all. Them go by alias all the while. So like I remember some name. So one of them is Fat Man, and him doing fat, you know. And next one Germs. And next one Pressure Foot, and Pinchers and Dog Heart. You name it, they come up with some name. And if you ever hear the story of how the name stick on them, you're dead with laugh.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a bit different. I want to share with you something that honestly is really hard. This American lady who went on a trip to Jamaica. The trip was supposed to be a fun, relaxing vacation, something she was really looking forward to. But unfortunately, it turned into one of our worst travel experiences. Before I dive in, I just want to say, this is her personal story. She's not trying to generalize or speak badly about an entire country or its people. I know not everyone has the same experience, but I think it is important to hear her honest and share what happened.
Jamaica was by far the worst cruise port we have ever been in. We just got back from a 7-night Holland America New Amsterdam cruise, and we had a great time. I booked this cruise specifically because on my birthday, we would be in Jamaica, and that was the port that I was looking forward to the most. I actually wanted to do one of those fun little reels where it says, my husband asked me where I wanted to go to dinner on my birthday. I said, Jamaica, but we never even got to eat there. I think I did enough research before I went. They did say that getting off the ship that the taxi drivers might hassle us. They had a list of prices of places that you could go after you got off the ship taking a taxi, because you had to take a taxi wherever you went. So we asked the people in port, not people from the ship, but we're in port and they're their taxi drivers. We wanted to go to Hip Street. It was a shopping district and I had seen pictures of it. It actually looked decent. People in all of the places that I had seen, they said, go to Hip Street. It's a nice place to go shopping. We asked the people in port to find us a taxi to get to Hip Street. Yes, ma'am. Go over there. Get on that taxi bus. So we got on the taxi bus. When I got on, I said to the lady who was getting us on the bus, we want to go to Hip Street. We want to go do some shopping. Yes, come on the bus. Fine. So we get on the bus, we sit down. Of course, they pack the bus like sardines, which was fine. They need to make their money. I totally get that. They finally pack the bus full. Now, mind you, on the big billboard, it said it was $7 to go to Hip Street. It was like $7 to go to the market. It was like $10 to go to the beach. It had prices for every single thing, and it was per person, not per ride. It was person, which $7 per person was fine. We had cash with us. We knew that was coming. The guy starts the bus and he's driving. And the lady says, hello, welcome to Jamaica. You're here for sun, rum, and fun. And it started out really well until she said, we're going to take you on a tour of the city. It's $25 per person. And the bus erupted What do you mean? We wanted to go to the beach. We wanted to go to the market. We wanted to go here. We wanted to go there. And my husband and I are like, we just wanted to go shopping. And then they proceeded to say, we don't know what they told you in port, what your ship people told you, but this is how we do it here. You got on my bus. You're going to go on this tour. Again, the bus erupted. That's not what your port people told us. And the bus driver and the lady were trying to explain how things were done in Jamaica, and nobody was happy. A bus full of people, nobody was happy. And so we said the first thing we want to do, and everybody pretty much on the bus said the same thing, we just want to get off. Wherever you can let us off because we're done. Oh, we just wanted to take you to where the locals went and some of the other places that you could experience some Jamaica culture and life. That is not what we got on the bus for. So they did let us off at their first stop, and they said it was Hip Street, but I really don't think that it was. There were shops there, and we decided to do our shopping there because guess what? This is where we're at, and honestly, we don't even know how we're going to get back at this point in time. And all of us on the bus were kind of joking, I hope we see you back. I hope we see you back. I never saw any of those people again, but the ship left port at the right time and they weren't looking for people in the end. So I think everything went well. So there's a line of shops on both the left and the right side. There's really nothing else around us, to be honest with you. We could see that the ocean was on the one particular side of that. And we started to go into these shops and people were coming at us from all around, harassing us. Come in my shop, lady, come in my shop. So I said, sure, let me go. And she's taking me literally 5 shops down. And I'm like, wait. I want to stop here first. I will come to you. So I go back to where we started. We go into the shops and it's the same thing. It is harassment after harassment. What do you want to buy? Do you need a bag? Do you need this? And not in the nicest way. It wasn't a, how can I help you kind of thing. It was a, you need to buy from me. But it wasn't just that. It was also, you want some weed? The first store, I think we were harassed 3 times to buy weed from 3 different people, or buy rum from one of the shop people, or we went into another shop a couple shops down and it was a, hey, we can get you a good time, honey. You want a good time?
She decided to explore a bit outside the resort to get a more authentic experience. She went into town with the local guard, and that's when things got worse. She felt stared at, whispered about. In some cases, she was even mocked for her accent. She had few people make rude comments directed to her, calling her privileged and telling to go back to America. The moments felt truly unsafe for her walking down the street. She tried to keep an open mind. Maybe it was cultural misunderstanding, but the tone wasn't playful. It was hostile. She wanted to address the part that was most hurtful. She did experience what felt like racism. She had 2 specific encounters where she was singled out, yelled at, and called slurs. Both happened in public spaces, and neither time did anyone around step in to help or seem surprised. She was shocked. She never experienced that kind of reaction as a tourist. She traveled to other countries before and never felt this kind of personal anger directed at her. She felt Jamaica really hurt her, confused, and honestly scared. She don't want to rush to try the country. It is a place with rich culture, amazing history, and beautiful landscape. She also did pretend like what happened to her didn't happen.
Oh my God. That was not why I wanted to go to Jamaica. I wanted to go to Jamaica for some culture, not that kind of culture. I wanted to go for the food and the fun and the reggae music and just a good time, but not a wink, wink, good time. and that proceeded onto the other side of the street. We finally went a couple stores down and we decided we're not going any further. We're going to cross the street. They came from across the street to get us back to their side of the street. Oh my gosh. It was the same thing in the other side. So we looked for a taxi. We talked to a taxi driver and he said he could get us back. It was going to be $7 per person, which is what it was supposed to be, right? It was supposed to be $7. And he's like, but you're going to have to wait until I fill up my van. And I'm like, oh my God. My husband was not comfortable. He wanted to leave now. I could have waited. I'm a little bit more tolerant. I do home health, so I'm in sketchy areas a lot of the time anyways, and it doesn't typically bother me. It was bothering him greatly though. And I think as my husband, he was trying to be very protective of me, which was understandable and fine. We said, well, how much would it be if you took us back now? And he's like, $10 per person. We're like, okay, fine. Take us back now. We're done. And we went back to the ship and we went through the line, got back onto the ship, and yeah, I don't think I will ever go back to Jamaica because of that. We experienced some negative things in Dominican Republic. This was worse. I don't think I would go back. And I know that Jamaica's a big place, and I know that we should not view an island or a culture because of the ports, but this world is a big, big, big place. And there are a lot of places I want to go in this big, beautiful world. I don't think I want to go back to a place that I had a negative experience in. Ever. I don't know. Those are my thoughts. We came home and I talked to my dentist. Had a dentist appointment like 2 days later. And I told him my experience. And he's like, yeah, we were in Montego Bay, or they were in Ocho Rios. And he's like, I don't think I would ever go back either. It was not a pleasant experience. And one of my patients said the same thing. Oh yeah, we went to Jamaica and it wasn't necessarily the most pleasant experience. So whatever, it is what it is. I am sorry if I offend anybody there. I really am, but it was just my personal experience. And I wanted to share that and make sure that you guys all knew that. Anyways, I had a great time. I would go on Holland America again. I just don't think I would get off in that port or even choose that port again. But whatever. It is what it is. Until next time, happy travels.
If you are a solo traveler, especially a woman, you are such, listen to different experience. Again I say, this is her story. It has nothing more, nothing less. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more of this.